The truth is that your sunscreen could be making you darker. When you apply physical sunscreens, they act like a physical barrier. So once the UV rays hit the skin, it bounces right off. But when you compare it to chemical sunscreens, when the UV rays hit the skin, the filters absorb the UV rays and give it off as heat. This heat can stimulate the pigment producing cells and cause the darkening that you're complaining about.
So I talk a lot about sunscreen misinformation, particularly from derm and derm adjacent people, because of misconceptions about how UV filters work. First of all, this diagram is not correct. Mineral and chemical filters pretty much work the same way. These diagrams explain the chemistry, but mineral and chemical filters both work by absorbing UV energy and then converting and releasing that energy as a very minuscule amount of heat. Mineral filters are not a physical barrier against UV, and they only reflect about 5 to 10% of UV energy. The heat that these release have no impact on skin darkening. Also, if I'm telling you that mineral and chemical filters work the same, but people are saying that only chemical filters are the bad ones, where does that make sense? So this is where we get that concept of, are mineral sunscreens the best option for brown and black skin? I'm a chemist and cosmetic scientist. My master's thesis and current work is on this exact topic. Long answer short, any sunscreen SPF 30 or higher that will get you to use it every day and apply it generously enough to get the advertised protection is going to be the best sunscreen. But tinted chemical or mineral sunscreens are going to be the best option if you're targeting pigmentary concerns. Also, in terms of protection, chemical filters trump mineral filters, especially from UVA. Now, protection from UVA is important because that's where you really see that exacerbation of pigmentation. Now, you can see a lot of these, especially avobenzone, outperform zinc oxide in regards to UVA protection. And the only time I will say mineral sunscreens are a better option is if you have more sensitive skin, just because some chemical filters might irritate more sensitive skin types, and irritation leads to inflammation, which could lead to pigmentation in skin color. Where the increased protection that really benefits melanin-rich skin comes into play is with tinted sunscreens. Iron oxides, the things that give your foundations, concealers, tinted products their color, are one of the few ingredients that can effectively protect the skin from solar blue light, as this graph shows. And the reason why I stress that protecting from UVA and blue light is important for skin color is because research does show that both of those things work synergistically to induce more marked and sustained pigmentation than just UVA alone. So in my head, a sunscreen that has good UVA protection with a tint from some iron oxides, you're golden. That's why I am personally and professionally pro chemical sunscreen, especially because the inherent and elegance of mineral focused sunscreen is what prevents melanin rich individuals from using them in the first place. But of course, use what you like to use and what's best for you.